What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Yeah, we've got last day before we hit Melbourne. So basically, we're gonna go to. I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. So there'll be no stream tomorrow. There'll be no stream for wait until Wednesday actually, because Tuesday, Monday, Friday, whatever it is, I'm off as well. Um, it's gonna be got a lot of holidays during this week in particular, and I gotta say I do miss a ESA Premier game. One on the weekend that I could reasonably get, so one at 8 o'clock. So kind of sucks there, but yeah, we're in the D4. We're ready to go. I was gonna say a lot of people finished this league, but I haven't just got there yet. As you can see, we've got a few things here. So basic attacks, rapid circle. Why did I keep these again? Did I get rid of these or something? I probably did get rid of these. Yep. I think we're gonna make the respec today to lightning whatever. Just gonna make the respec today. So this one's gonna be interesting respec. It's gonna be more respec of skills than anything. So you don't need the poison creeper or one anymore or anything like that. So I'm just checking what else do we need. Evade charges. Okay, werewolf, we got that already. Fortify, we don't need that. On gloves, chest, we need to change that as well. Okay, so actually no, we can't do because we need the direwolf one because the direwolf one's actually really good. So you can't change it yet. I guess annoying when you don't have the direwolf one, which is like so frustrating because I do need it because it actually is really good. Okay, we got Hell Tides going at the moment. We could probably do a Hell Tide because this Hell Tide's actually between here. We could do Marwan and do the events. That's good. I was going to enter the Thingo as well, but Hell Tides are just a bit better. So I think basically the first one is around here, the event. Oh, we got ball lightning here. There we go. Please be Wave Darkness. I think it is. Yes, it is. Awesome. The quicker we kill, the more we get. There you go. So you got the things done. Oh, shit, I didn't see. Dude. I think he realizes like if you want to get more here, you just keep killing them. You don't just sit there and not kill any of them and just hope for the best, you know. There you go. I was gonna say, don't have max vocals. That'd be very, very frustrating if we had. That was actually really, really good at the Stormclaw. There we go. peasy. So I'm not sure if I'll get enough to get the things done. Okay, let's go down here. This is Jar, isn't it? That's another wave of darkness, jeez. It's actually really, really good having waves of darkness, like multiple of them. That was actually a really, really good hit. Oh, damn. That was a bit of a surprise there when I got hit like that. There you go. There you go. This guy's casting slows on me all day. Okay, I've got Helltides open. I just don't know where. It's like, don't know whether to get the Chaos one or to just get the Living Steel one. Because Living Steel, you don't get anything basically if you don't know. You're gonna get the Living Steel for Uber bosses, which I have never done actually. There you go. Okay, awesome. Level 63, there you go. Okay, there we go. Well, there we go. Gotta be careful though, because these guys are slowing me deliberately. No. Maybe you just got troubled on the last one there. Almost got it done. How much have we got? Oh, jeez. I'm getting a lot of blues lately. I'm not sure that's intentional, but getting a lot of blues is just like so odd. I get these one shots on these dudes. Yeah. Shit. I don't know really why they say like, oh, rewards are ready to claim, even though you can't get the rewards because it's not a free one. Like, it's not free tier, it's the top tier. So I'm not sure what they're trying to sell it, like, oh, you know, you can get rewards if you pay for our battle pass. It's a bit of a weird one. Okay, so far I got 245. Like, I'm debating whether or not I should go for a double mystery setup or go for one of the living steel setups. Because I've been here for 10 minutes, which means, you know, I can get a double mystery setup potentially. Or should I go for the living steel setup, or at least one living steel? Because with the living steel, I believe will be across down here. Oh, there's the Howlbringers. Look at that basic attack speed, it's so quick. It's so quick. That's cool. Okay, so that's right, the good one is up here, generally. That's cool. I think we're gonna take the double mysteries. Double mysteries feels good to me. Let's do that. And that should be up here at 250. So we should get some legendaries out of this. There we go. Jeez. That was actually a good set. Do you get any good ones? Pulverize, now Earth Skill. Fucking hell. I hate that so much. Do you get any other shit? No, I don't think we did. Nah. I'll take a look at it later. And the other one's at the bottom. Okay. There you go, Spirit and Kill. That's actually really good to have Spirit and Kill, actually. Very, very important. It means when I get any kills here, I just get a fuck ton of Spirit, and I can just, like, basically spam my way to victory. Ooh, that's Vampire. Vampire stuff is cool. Oh, there's the Plague one. Oh, there's the, That was a necro that, carried me a bit hard there. Same amount of Spear I used for Shread I got back. Fuck yeah. That's cool. What do we got here? Giraffe Souls? Okay, that's cool. I gotta say, with Giraffe Souls, it's like, what do you expect from people, like, you know, that will always try to do this? There you go. That's cool. Oh, nice. Ooh, double. just killed both of them. Rip. But either way, we got a few more. We'll have one here. It's gonna be very, very close. There we go. Another set. Another Halamos. There we go. A couple more minutes until this relocates. I think overall, I think I'm just gonna go down to Tildara and see how much I can get. So this is actually a kind of interesting one. Okay, so basically yesterday I was watching, not yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? No, it was yesterday. I was listening to a podcast. Okay, I've never heard of this Lotus Zeus podcast. It's basically Sargon of Akkad's podcast with a bunch of people. Okay, I'm still surprised that Sargon of Akkad still shows his face. Like, has the audacity to show his face and like comment and criticize on people's like political campaigns when like his political campaign was one of the worst run like ever. Like he didn't even like, he was in the UKIP party and like basically Farage had to completely make his party because him and Thank like completely tanked the UKIP. And this guy's like sitting out here like criticizing like Australia's compulsory voting, saying, you know, oh, they're like putting a gun to their head and whatnot. And I'm sitting there going like, Sargon, are you fucking daft? Like, Sargon, are you fucking daft? Like, are you fucking like literally fucking dumb? I just don't get who subscribes to him, honestly. Like, I'm going to say right now, I have no idea. Like, whoever subscribes to him or believes that Sargon's a good fucking social commentator should have their head read after his political campaign. Well, I guess that's probably going to be the case. Like, the only people that like him didn't know about his political campaign and how fucking bad it went. But Jesus Christ, man, that guy, like, goes, like, they're talking about the Indigenous voice, voice and why it lost. And, you know, I was expecting, you know, some good commentary on why it lost. And they had a person from the Telegraph, I believe, who was, you know, discussing it, you know, big reasons why it lost and stuff like that. Like things like, you know, they didn't sell the message very well, which they didn't. And also they flip-flopped on what it was, and they actually didn't know what they were selling, which is like, you know, things like that. And then when they didn't get their thing, they basically declared that it was, you know, they were misinformed and lied to and stuff like that. They did the good old, oh no, we should vote again because they didn't know. It's just like, it's okay if they're your side, but it's not okay if it's the other side benefiting from it. That kind of thing. Now, if you guys don't get that sort of logic, like basically, they're implying that, you know, that you didn't vote with enough information, therefore like this should be done again. They try to do this with fucking Brexit, by the way. And I'm like, nah, like if you vote it, like that's where it stays. Like you don't get a do-over. Like if you wanted to win the campaign, then you should have sold a better message. And I'm going to say right now, the fact that they didn't know what they were selling or don't know what they were giving until after the vote, you know, it's not good enough. Like, you got to know what you're selling before the vote. You can't be like, oh, you know, we were selling this actually. You know, we weren't selling the other stuff. We were just selling this. It's like, mate, no one's voting for you, okay? I mean, it's quite ironic that a political party that was pushing such a vote got shut down by a, you know, the Labour Party got shut down by their own fucking person, okay? Now, if you're unaware of it, okay, so back in the old days of, let's just put it back in the old days of, fuck, I forgot his name, of Paul Keating. Paul Keating infamously said, if you don't know, just talking about the GST, by the way, if you don't know, vote no, okay? And they played that, okay? They played the no campaign, played that. Is, you know, if you don't know, vote no. And I'm like sitting here going like, dude, they must hate this so much. Like, so much. Because they're getting Paul fucking Keatinged. Like, they must be squirming in their fucking pants. And they were, obviously, because Paul, like, the campaign was just using their own tactics against, not own tactics, but own politicians against them. It's just like, oh, you know, it's not going to end well. Oh, are we full up? I know we're full up. Oh, we are too, shit. Get rid of that. Gee, some of these are really awful. Some of these are like, why did I pick these up? Oh, you don't need that. Jeez. Okay, a few 4 seconds. Okay, awesome. Yeah, awesome. Done. But yeah, like a few of them were wondering why they lost. I'm like, mate, like, do you know what you're selling? Like, do you know what, like, a philosophy? You got a good idea of what you want to provide to the nation? If you don't, that's why you lost. A lot of people did not like me saying that. Just an FYI, they did not like me saying that. I'm like, that's what happened. That's why you lost. Like, you don't know what you want to sell. Okay, critical strike. We still need the wolf one, right? Yeah, dire wolf. Okay, we haven't got that yet. As soon as we get the dire wolf one, we're gonna be selling it. We're just gonna get a good totem as well. What's on the totem? Crit chance, CD extraction. Okay, poisoned, fortified. Okay. What's that one? It's got CDR. No, it's got crit chance, and that's it. Wild impulses. Nope. You did venom passive. This one's all the damage reduction ones, but it's not the good damage reduction. So we got here. Oh, dude. I think the boots is resists. There we go. Just all resists. We got here, fortified generation, nope. Resonance, nah. Ultimate skill damage, nope. Quicksand, ew. Yeah. All of them are not very good, by the way. But we gotta do the gambling as well. Where's the thing I sent here? Because we should have got a few. Oh no, there are a few free stuff. I didn't realize that. I didn't think there were many free transmogs. They're probably not good transmogs anyway. Probably like terrible appearances. Okay, we're gonna go gloves again to see if we can get the werewolf. Actually, we got... Oh yeah, we got full. Do you get any werewolf? Die werewolf? Nope. There we go, finally. We can now switch to it. Okay, cool. I feel like you could vendor these. Okay, so let's see what the dire wolf does anyway. Oh, dude. Such a terrible fucking finger. Okay, dire wolf. Okay, there we go. And everything else we can just DE. Okay, let's get rid of all these. Cool. See what we got. So what we want like gloves. Our gloves we want shred, attack speed, crit chance, and willpower. So we got 2 of those. What's our current gloves actually? Oh, we got really fucking good, like crit chance as well. Yeah, we got everything good on this other than the 41 strength. So nah. Nope. Just an FYI, if I don't have 2 shred on it, I'm not gonna go for it. Dude. So just gotta have 2 shred. 2 shred, no lucky hit chance. Nope. We've got some really decent pulverized ones. If you notice that, like really good pulverized ones. Dude. Okay, cool. Now, first things first, where do we put what? We need to get a good totem as well. But we can skip the core skills one, I suppose, or we can skip the private resource. Okay, so let's respec it. I'm very sure you can refund all. Yep, you can. Awesome. Okay, so first things first, how do you respec this build? So first, what build you get? You're gonna get Fierce Storm Strike, which is the vulnerability check. Yep, cool. Then you get Shred, and you get Primal Shred, which is this one. There you go. Then in this area you get Heart of the Wild, of course, and then you get Abundance and Wild Impulses. Yeah, I was gonna say Abundance and Wild. You get both of these. The free, yep. And also you get Predatory Instinct, and you get the Grade Gate, the free. Next up you get 2 in Cyclone Armor, do Preserving Cyclone Armor. There we go. Next one we're going to get Bloodhowl, and you're going to get Preserving Bloodhowl, because that's really good. Thanks for the raid, Juggernaut dude. Hope you're having a good day, my dude. Don't tell me you just raided me like ages ago and I didn't fucking pay attention. But no, I'm trying to respec my build currently. So I think it's Ancestral Fortitude plus Vigilance to free. Yep, cool. Yeah, I finally got the Dire Werewolf aspect, so I can actually go into this now. Next up will be skipping Poison Creeper and go to Hurricane. Hurricane will go to Natural. Hope you have a good day. Same to you, bro. Same to you. Thanks for the raid, dude. What did you get up to today on stream? Like, what did you get up to today on stream? So, Elemental Exposure. I think this is Cataclysm, right? Or Endless Tempest. Yep, cool. And then, is it Bad Omen or no Bad Omen? Neurotoxin, it'd be the Envenomment, okay, Toxic Claws, there we go. How things going with your Druid? Yeah, it's going pretty much. I'm just respecking at the moment into the build. And then this one will be Grizzly Rage and Supreme. Yep, there we go. And the other one is Lupine. Where are you, Lupin? There we go, Lupin Ferocity. And now this one is Defensive Posture and Nature's Resolve. Wait, did we get no Masochisms from later? Okay. So Defensive Posture's here. And Nature's Resolve, there we go. So pretty much I gotta do my boons as well. Okay, so my boons, I think the boons are the same actually, except I just go Masochistic. Here, yep. And this one we go to Calamity for Finger, and we've already got these and that. Okay, cool. Running for the community capstones, loading people up, drills, and some nightmare dungeons. Yeah, I noticed a lot of people been doing that as well, because I rated a guy doing that as well. To be fair, my Druid's like not even max, so I can't help out yet, because I Druid 63. Like, one of the guys I did raid previously, like, he was like doing that for his group, like he was just leveling him up to whatever, to level 60, level 70. Did they revert a lot of the changes? Because I know previously that they really gimped a lot of the changes, but like you couldn't run people or something like that, like leveling, or did they get rid of that? Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, cool. Let's upgrade some. Oh, they updated it so you can see. That's good. Okay, I've basically got to re-enchant a lot of my items now as well. Which is going to be interesting. Okay. So I can get rid of that. We can't get rid of that helmet now. Anyway, who cares? Free to poison creepers are not too bad.
There is magic in all things. Let me show you.
I mean, I was powerlifting 50 people today within the hour, so I don't think it's getting boosted seems to be a pain unless you boost them to 60 so they can use it again at drops. Okay. That makes a bit of sense. I don't think that's the one I was worried about. I think it was the other one where, like, you couldn't bring a person in that was, like, below a certain level. Did they get rid of their, like, you know, getting to capstone free, you need to be level 40, or did they get rid of that level requirement? Because I remember, like, quitting and they were introducing that, and I'm just like... That is a suggestion. Okay. You can still do them at level 1? Okay, good. Okay, so first things first, we gotta get... Where's the crit strike? There we go. This will be double because it's surfing, Not a good idea, but we have to do another. Hurricane the boots, we already got that, so that's fine. Damage reduction to legs, we already got that, that's fine. Grizzly Rage, we do not have, but we have a crap Grizzly Rage. It annoys me. We have a 4-second one, wherever it is. Where's the 4-second one? Did I help? There we go. That's the 4-second. That's good, because I was wondering about that, because I was like going, oh, that's not a good change. Like, I hope they don't go through with it, because it's a terrible change. Next one's Disobedience, which I've got in Codex. I saw that they nerfed the armor changes, and I'm sitting there being like, I am not surprised in the slightest they nerfed the armor changes. Like, I was not surprised in the slightest the armors, you know, the armor changes happened with, you know, they don't get any resists or anything like that anymore. Because I'm sitting there being like, you know, they've got to change that. You can't have armor giving resist. Because it's just too, it would be too broken. Because then everyone will just still stack armor. Okay, cool. And that will be on this. Okay, got rid of... Which one's the ring? Ring is Grizzly... Dire Werewolf. Which is... Should it be this one? No, that ring should not be on. It should be... Oh, we don't have any life to any of these? So, Dire Werewolf, let's go. And this one should be the Core Fortified. I did get one of these actually recently. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. Yep, cool. We just picked these up. Some of these are actually quite good. Okay. So this is going to be very, very odd because I've not played this build in quite a while. But that's good, you can still do them at level 1. I'm just trying to basically get to 70 and see how everything goes. Oh, even the chest and the legs are all full damage reduction. Okay. I assume the best way to level is 100% just going through Nightmare Dungeons at level 1. Good old dire werewolf. Ooh, someone's down here. Dude. I'm so, like, I'm not used to seeing this many sorceresses, okay? Like, every time I see a sorceress, I'm, like, so surprised, given how bad sorceresses were until the recent patch. Like, ball lightning, like, all I've seen from sorceress builds is just ball lightning after ball lightning. There we go, that's one done. Like, I gotta say, like, ball lightning I've seen has just been so imbalanced. Like, I've just been seeing, them, like, completely shred people. Blizzard and Hydra were the same, some of the best builds last year as well. Last season as well. Oh, yeah, I quit before they started buffing, sorceresses heavily as well. Because, obviously, Season 1, I gotta say, Season 1 wasn't that great. I mean, I don't think I'm alone in that one. That Season 1 wasn't too great, because I went back to playing Path of Exile. Because, like, yeah, just, I don't know, just felt like once you get to the end game, there was, like, nothing much to do. Which, annoyed me a bit, because, like, of course, like, you want to help people out and stuff like that. And it just felt like there was not really much to do. But then again, maybe it was because I wasn't helping out people too much. There we go, there's that Storm Shread. So if I'm playing a different Druid build now. Like, previous one I played Pulverized last season, because obviously Pulverized was the League starter build, because you got the Shockwave Pulverized, you know, thingo, which was really, really good. I didn't get, I gotta say, some of the YouTubers I got annoyed at one in particular that was like recommending a Shred build in that Season 1. And sitting here being like, bro, there's like Pulverized Shockwave available. You cannot be wanting to go like Shred. It's like, there's no way. Like, you know when you're trying to tell me like, hey bro, like there's an easier way kind of thing. The Druid companion builds, yeah, I gotta say, I did hear about it as well. Obviously it's a kind of a meme build, like it's not like a serious build. Cause I think it's like not the best, but you know, thank God, this is irrelevant. Thank God that the best build is not Evan Bulwarks still, okay? It made me quite frustrated as hell that you always had to go Evan Bulwark if you wanted to do endgame content as a Druid. Like, that did frustrate me so much. That you had to go Evan Bulwark, otherwise, like, you know, you didn't have a strong build. Because Evan Bulwark was just way too good. Just go AFK, win game kind of thing. That's how good it was. Well, not AFK, but you get what I mean. Like, it was just... it was a build, okay? Okay, I've got a Whisper done. I gotta say, they've improved quite a lot this patch, okay? I assume, obviously, their new patch, they've, like, made it visible. Like I gotta say, the most frustrating thing that was that when you try to get, you know, the Destroy quest and stuff like that done, they weren't marked. And you're just like, please find one, you know? Just please find one. Oh yeah, you know what? I'll give you a shout out. I completely forgot about. Guys, you want to follow this guy, and you know what? If any of your other dudes stream as well, like, you know, feel free. But yeah, like, you know, I've been enjoying D4 so far. Like, I I play WoW and D4 and PoE, like I go between ARPGs, and I think at this point, like, WoW's getting a bit off kilter, like, basically like guild merge with another guild, and, like, they raid terrible times. Okay, let's just be real, okay? Like, I'm Western Australian, and the East Coast, so it's 3 hours ahead, and, like, they put me in a weekday raid, and it's just like, ugh. Yeah, I also got my Tempest Roar. If you're going anything Storm, you'll need Tempest Roar 100%. Like, if you go anything Storm, Tempest Roar is your go-to thing. Like, you get no choice on that one. Like, you have to go Tempest. Like, it's like heavily encouraged to go Tempest Roar. But yeah, we got Trample Slide again. No life. Oh jeez, this is like the worst ring I've seen. But yeah, I gotta say, like, you know, if there's other builds other than like Stormclaw, like if you don't have a Stormclaw build or a Wolf NATO build, you don't need Tempest or Raw. It's only for those two builds. Still Crone Stuff as well. I don't have Crone Stuff yet, but Crone Stuff, I believe, it's not too much needed anymore. Because the Stormclaw build I'm looking at doesn't use it. It uses Tempest Raw, I know that much. But it is pretty good, like, you know, that Finger is pretty good. Basically, the unique it's got here is Tempest Raw, just an FYI. I want to get more damage reduction. Bit annoyed about the lack of damage reduction. On, like, the legs and stuff like that. Hey, panel man, what's up? Everything but goddamn Shread and willpower. I don't want to keep re-rolling this hoping I get Shread. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I prefer having Shread on it and then re-rolling into stats, because not having Shread is just pain. Well, not Diablo. How's New World going, actually? Like, you enjoying New World at the moment? Because everyone but, funnily enough, I forget his name. Dude, I forget. Oh my god. Why do I forget some of your friends' names? Probably because I haven't talked to them in a while. Have a good one, Juggernaut. Yeah, I assume you're American, so have a good night, okay? Have a good night. Why do I forget I forget fucking his name? The one that always tries to get ahead of me on games, but just never does. Ugh. Mano, that's right, Mano, okay? I saw Mano was playing this game, was playing Diablo. Yeah, I gotta say right now, panel, it's a lot better this season, but it still has that lack of endgame, but not too much. Yeah, I know Mano's playing Diablo. All I'm gonna say is, like, Diablo's, like, improved slightly. Like, there's some stuff late game, but, like, it still lacks that end game as well, but it's a bit better. The season aspect is actually really good as well. Like, it helps you speed level up as well. Like, and also leveling stupidly quick. Like, basically, I'll just put it this way, panel. I got to level 15 in the first 15 minutes. There's not enough time to play everything, yeah. How is New World anyway? Like, is New World fairly decent? Like, that's what I want to check out. Like, is New World pretty decent? It's got plenty to do. Okay, that's good. Did it get, like, a lot of people coming back to it, or, like, not too many? Because I reckon it could have got a lot of people coming back to it, given the fact that, like, it is fairly decent. Nah, plenty about? Okay, good. No, as in, like, you know, a lot of people return to it kind of thing. I see. I got having back on PvP. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, never gonna go into PvP again. Like, managing a fucking company was not fun. But I gotta say, Amazon's made some very good decisions on that game. The problem is they've made it, like, a bit too late, but I gotta say right now, like, I don't think New World died. Like, I think New World died, of course, of being, like, you know, a lot of inconveniences and stuff like that as well. But I was going to say, I think it died because MMOs. I feel like MMOs themselves are dying. Dude, my guy's just teleporting around. But this is like Shread Druid in a nutshell, by the way. Like, I just teleport around. It was very fun. Let's just put it that way. But to be fair, I guess the PvP is very fluid from what I saw, so that's good to see. Lag is fixed, I have any issues, but okay. Oh yeah, the loading stuff, I can imagine. Yeah, you gotta make sure with the loading stuff that you put onto your SSD. Because it does use CPU. I'm actually buying a new computer as well. So I can have like I can have 2 SSDs of 4 terabytes. Because you know how, of course, I play like multiple games. I don't have enough room on my computer for all of them. Just getting relag running to cities. Oh, dude, I remember that back in the day when I played WoW. Where this is when I played WoW. Like Orgrimmar used to be always full, but I could never go into Orgrimmar without crashing. So I had to go into Thunderbluff always, and I had that issue as well. So I had to like do everything in Thunderbluff until I got a good computer. Okay, there we go. It was quite humorous, mind you, okay? It was very, very funny. And also I can imagine like running into, let's say, which city, like running into Everfall. That would have not been very fun. But, you know, I'm happy that you guys are having a bit of fun as well. New Earth just looks good. I have no issues. Everything is good. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I'm not saying, like, you know, it's a bad game or anything like that. I'm just saying it's fucking, like... I just wanted people to realize, like, how much they've really improved on it. That's what I'm trying to say. Because they've done a really good job improving on it. Like, I'm going to say, like, it's kind of like, you know, No Man's Sky, for example, where the dev... want to do wars, just not enough time. Is it not like with wars, like is it like, of course, you take territory and stuff like that, or did they change it a bit? Because if it's like to take territories and stuff like that, you are never going to get in there, unfortunately. Dude, I'm just teleporting around. I feel like I'm Nightcrawler, man, of the amount I'm teleporting. It's like bam, bam. Too busy getting the gear and all that. Ah, yeah. They've changed it a bit. That's good. So you can have like a war, but you know, not lose territory and whatnot. So like, you know, have everyone included in it. I think that was a lot of people's big complaints. Is like, you know, I think it was like before they started changing it. Was that like you couldn't really do the main type of content because people were gatekeeping it for obvious reasons, of course, because you know it's not that, you know, they all wanted their friends to play with nepotism. It's just like if you lose a territory, it's like a lot of fucking income that you lose. Like it's not like, you know, oh, you know, it's you know, only 2% of your income. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, you don't own anything and you have to wait, you know, a few days to war again. How's the Mythic Pluses and stuff like that? Still got that, but it's not as bad? Okay. Yeah, because I heard they made cities like all the same, so like people wouldn't focus on getting like the I think it's Everfall and Windswood. That's the downside though, everyone would like focus on the Requarter. Oh, we got a keep key here. I didn't even realize that. That's good. And of course, I get the same thing as you. Like, I don't have enough time to play all the games. I think I'm, like, you know, for my content, I think I'm just going to focus on ARPG games and stuff like that as well. But we'll see what happens, okay? We'll see what happens. I could even become a content commentator, okay? Which is, yeah. Still best when you can access all your banks now? Oh, yeah, that's right. I think they changed that before I quit. But yes, that would be pretty good. What I mean by that, like, they introduced such good changes. Like, that one's a fucking good one as well. Like, the bank one, okay? I remember back in the day with fucking Crank. Okay, or fuck, what do you call him? What do you guys call Crank? Or Kraken, whatever his name is. I forget it. Or Crankin? Fuck, I forget his name. It's like, it starts with an N. Okay? I remember fucking moving all his shit for him. From another bank. And since I played a strength build, like, I had, like, insane like, carrying. Because he was, what was he? He was trying to level up his blacksmithing in, fuck, what's the town just above, Everfall? It's like a next tier town. It has, like, pumpkins and stuff like that. Unless that is Everfall. But, yeah. He was trying to move his shit. And, like, he's like, someone come quick. So I just used my Azov to get to him and just keep his stuff alive. It was just so funny. Like, I had, like, 600 kgs, which is the max at that time. And I'm sitting there going, like, how much shit do you have? Like, it was so good. But that's good, okay, that's good. And also, like, the Azov to travel places is so little now as well. Like, so little. Because I came on to, I think it was to help Slippy. This is when you guys all went to Lost Ark and whatnot. To help Slippy out, so I saw most of these changes. I'm not sure what Slippy's doing, actually. I think Slippy's got, you know, of course, Slippy's got a kid now, of course. So he hasn't played too much. And also his job is now daytime. So he hasn't even been coming to my stream, by the way, as well. Yeah, you never run out, exactly. Like, Slippy hasn't come to my stream too much in a while. So I think he's, yeah. He's playing well. Yeah, he is playing well. He's playing on Remulus at the moment, or Romulus. I told him he can come to Aragul, but I gotta say right now, I'll probably tell him not to go to Aragul, considering that I really don't have, like, a reliable raid guild or anything like that at the moment. And it's due to, like, you know, me not being able to make the raids. And also as well, like, we merged with a guild, and I, like, from my brother's POV, he feels like it's not going well, because he's, like, he's cracking the shits as well, and so am I, because, like, I'll just tell you bluntly, Pano, okay? So, basically, we used to raid Sundays and Mondays, okay? So, like, I'd be late to the Monday raid slightly, but that's about it. Like, you know, I'd be on time for all the others, because, of course, I end work at, like, 4:30, and I don't get home till 5. So what happened is that we merged with another guild, and I got put into, well, I guess they have 3 different runs. They have the Thursday, Tuesday, the Tuesday, and Sunday, Monday, the old Sunday, Monday raid. And I'm not sure why, like, either they must feel like I hold them back or something like that. They put me into the Tuesday run, and I basically said to them, like, you guys know that I'm always going to be late on weekdays. There's no way I am going to get home early on weekdays. And I basically said, like, you know, and I think it was, like, implied it was just going to be a once-off. Like, you know, I will get back into the Monday, Sunday. And then I was told that I won't be getting back into the Monday, Sunday, okay? I wasn't going to get back into it. And I'm just like, well, you know, I can't raid then. Like, you do know that. Like, I can't raid. Because it's very hard to make the Tuesday raid. And it gets to that point where it's just like, oh, you know, I don't have a guild to raid ICC with. It's just like, me and my brother have been talking about, like, do we move on from, you know, the game? Like, it's a pretty shitty situation, because, like, it's not like that I don't like the guild. It sounds like you got dumped. It does, okay? Like, I like the guild of it all. It's just like, I was a bit so surprised about that. But yeah, it does sound like that, actually, that I got dumped. So yeah, but there's only so many that you can raid at once. Yeah, of course. Like, you know, I don't mind that. It's just now gonna, like, you know, to be fair, like, me and my brother are quitting after Raffledge King. Obviously, ICC is the last raid, if you don't know. So, like, after ICC, it's just like, you know, me and my brother basically said we're just gonna quit, and he's not sure what he wants to do. He doesn't like PoE and Diablo 4, so it's just like, we just go our separate ways. Like, I enjoy playing my brother, okay, I really do. So, like, if he's gonna be playing a game that has co-op, because I asked him, like, if any of these games have co-op, we should just play it together. Like, when he gets time. Oh shit, I shouldn't be doing that. Do you have any of them that we should? No, not really.
May your road be filled with wonders.
But yeah, like, I'm not saying that anything bad or anything like that. It's just like, I was a bit annoyed that they, you know, didn't keep that promise to, like, not switch me over. But at the same time, just like, you know, if I'm unhappy with it, then I should be the one leaving. Like, you know, shouldn't be, you know, demanding them to change to me, sort of thing. Has he played New World? No, he has not played New World. Like, he has not played New World. I don't think he has the time to just play an MMO. Could get him into New World, though. Let's see if he enjoys it. But I think he'll just, like, if it's too much of a chore, he's not going to play it, basically. Like, if it feels like it's a chore, he's not going to play it, because that's how he feels about WoW at the moment. And that's how I feel about WoW at the moment as well. It's like too much of a chore, if you get what I mean. Like, the game isn't fun when you're playing it with friends. It feels like it's a job that you want to do. Like, that's when you gotta be like, hang on, like, you know, am I actually enjoying this game or not? Is when the game feels like that. Jeez, that was just so bad. Idea of a game you would have to like playing it? Exactly. You know what I'm referring to anyway. Like, you know what I'm referring to. Like, you know, when a game feels like you're doing it because you have to. But, you know, oh, of course, MMOs, like, I've said this in many reviews of games, okay? MMOs are only as good as the people you are playing it with, okay? Like, I said to a few people, like, the MMOs gameplay, like, if you want, like, great gameplay, MMOs aren't a game that you're gonna have great gameplay with, okay? Like, you're not gonna have great gameplay. The game itself in MMOs, like, it's very dry. As in, like, you know, you repeat the same things over and over and over again at times. And MMOs were really, really popular because you could socialize with a whole bunch of people that you couldn't normally do. Oh, shit. Like, you couldn't normally do in other games. Now, other games obviously have changed to the state where, you know, they have online chat and whatnot. Like, back in the day, fucking, what was it? Back in the day, it was Battle.net was revolutionary. No other, like, game or engine had what Battle.net had, was where you could have chat rooms and stuff like that and talk to people in-game. Now, someone's going to mention IRC, but I'm talking about, you know, how revolutionary it was, like, to have that within a game. Because, yeah, previously you would, you know, be in IRC chats and stuff like that, organizing things. That has actually got me a lot off topic, actually. But either way, MMOs just depend on the people you're playing with, because, like, the gameplay is not really that great. Like, you know, compared to a lot of other single-player games, you wouldn't be going to a MMO to have a good gameplay, okay? Like, you know, a lot of the game of years obviously haven't been MMOs other than WoW. And that's because WoW, like, you know, introduced a lot of different concepts to MMOs that MMOs did not have at the time. But anyway, you know, it's not the gameplay, it's people you play with. EQ before WoW? Yeah. What I mean by introducing it is introducing, like, the EQ mechanics, but more casualized in a way. EQ was before WoW. Like, you know, I'm not going to deny that. It was 100% before WoW. But it had, like, a good lore backing, like, from Warcraft 3. Blizzard had been trying it as well with their Rexar campaign. Like, the Rexar campaign was basically, like, a beta, like, early alpha version of WoW. They actually did disclose that. But they were testing, like, basically how people received the Rexar campaign in WoW before, like, dedicating it to it. And also, WoW, Warcraft has a lot of lore backing it. Obviously, they've bastardized that to, like, no end now. Like, the WoW lore is, like, completely unrecognizable to what it was previously. Well, did I get stunned? Yeah, I did too. Shit, I didn't even realize it. And also, of course, a lot of the gameplay developers in WoW were from EQ. Also, can't deny that as well. Couldn't get to WoW, but I think it's the most played game. It is out of the MMOs. Like, people keep saying, like, you know, Final Fantasy 14 is going to overtake it. I think both WoW and Final Fantasy 14 have realized that MMOs are pretty, like... It's pretty a dead, like, genre. Like, it's a very hard genre to try and keep a game alive in. Because back in the day, when people played it, people had so much time to do things, stuff like that. And it was the game to play. Now it's not too much anymore. But still, you know, basically, a lot of these games are so good. Like, I talked to a lot of streamers about, you know, how MMORPGs help them out and stuff like that. Look at me just teleporting around. Fuck, I love this build. Once I get Tempest Raw, this build's gonna be banging, man. I really liked FF. FF was a good game. Like, I did enjoy it. I'm trying to remember why I went out of FF. I think it was because... Oh, what was it? I think it was because I started playing WoW. Like, I was going back... Oh, yes, I was going back to Wrath of Lich King. Because I was playing with my brother. FF was really a lot of fun as well, because, like, you could switch to the builds very easily, and it wasn't, like, it's a very good MMORPG. I have to cancel my sub to it, obviously, since I'm not playing it. But it was a very, very good MMORPG. And also, you didn't feel so... Like, you could do any role. And of course, like, you know, with leveling up, because they made leveling up a lot better as well. You didn't have to, like, you know, you could level up 3 different builds at once. And the big thing is, the shit part was MSQ, okay? Like, MSQ was the fucking shittest. Like, they couldn't let you skip it. And it's probably the most frustrating thing about that game is the fucking MSQ. What is going to happen? Switch to the new expansion when it comes out. Oh, the WoW expansion wasn't new, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. MSQ is such a drag. Oh, dude, it is. Like, fucking hell, man. Like, it's so awful. Like, I did none of the side quests. I just, like, spammed MSQ, but it's so fucking long. Like, a lot of people said it gets better after you get out of the MSQ, and I'm like, yeah. There's always a grind and everything. Of course, of course. I mean, you know, I did play, like, you know, the thing is, like, I did play Lost Ark, so I know what a grind is. They made Lost Ark less grindy as well, okay. But still, it's like, you know. This is actually the funny part. You wouldn't believe this. A lot of D4 players, they didn't leave. Like, they left D4 like after the season's done. But you wouldn't believe where they left to, okay? So some of the D4 players I know left to Lost Ark, okay? They went back to playing Lost Ark again. And that just confused me, okay? Because, like, Lost Ark is very grindy. You know, we both know that it's incredibly fucking grindy. They did, like, make tier 3 easy to get to. Like, you can just basically smash out straight to tier 3 and get into Legion raids. I think the keepers are here. Yeah, we'll go back here. But yeah, like a few of the streamers that I used to play with and whatnot, I still like, you know, watch their streams and whatnot. They're trying to get me back into Lost Ark. And you know, Lost Ark gave me a lot of my subscribers on YouTube at the moment as well. But yeah, as I told like the guys who, you know, who watched me play Lost Ark, it's just like I just can't do it. Like I kept beating myself out by going multiple characters, but you know, that's also an area to go to as well. I think at the end of the day, like, you know, the mainstay of my like viewership is casting at the end of the day. Like, did you see like the fucking numbers I was pulling while casting yesterday? Like 2K, like had max of like 2K viewers, which was pretty good for an EU game. Like, I'm gonna say, I don't think many people are gonna get those numbers. But yeah, I was pretty happy. Like, it was a good return to streaming. I was gonna do the AE game today, but more dreaders on it, so I don't like. With one thing in casting in particular, like now since I've like really just a full veteran caster, I do not like splitting viewership. Like a lot of people are like, oh, that's okay, dude, you can stream it. I'm like, yeah, but I just don't like splitting viewership. Like I think it's like a dick thing to do. But anyway, it's all good. Okay, this is like the funny part. I was thinking about doing like politics, like YouTube videos, like deep dives into like why certain things failed and why certain things succeeded, but obviously decided against that. There's actually a channel that I found on YouTube quite recently that goes through like all the because Ross introduced me to it, which was my brother, obviously. That goes through like all the, not the political stuff, but like all the like the military tactics and stuff like that that certain armies pursue, and like why they pursue it and whatnot. And it was actually fairly interesting. They were talking about, so he was recording a video for Israel, but he forwarded it up now since obviously there's an Israeli war and stuff like that, or Israel-Palestine war. To just go through like, you know, Israel's military, how they operate. He obviously doesn't care about the social issues. Like he's not like, he basically says straight up like, I'm not there to discuss social issues. But he's like, he goes through like their mindset, their tactics. Like he talks about, you know, reasons why they can't operate on certain, you know, certain concepts and stuff like that. He also mentioned as well why like Israel have to have really good first strike capabilities as well. And, you know, he gave like reasons why, like for example, like obviously Israel can't retreat too much into its own territory because it's close to a capital city. Like one of the people basically said is like, you know, what do you think, like if Israel like they compared it to the US, like saying that, you know, if the US retreated 80 kilometers, you know, it wouldn't be like close, like may not be close to Washington DC. But then basically said if Israel retreated 80 kilometers, that would be in the middle of the Mediterranean Ocean. Like giving those sorts of examples. And I thought it was like really, really good. Am I full? I am full, jeez. There we go. Okay, that's shit. Okay, maximum life. That conflict is older than any of us. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm not like debating, like, you know, which side should take in that conflict, okay? Just sad, really. Oh, definitely. Like, I gotta say, the only thing I don't like in that sort of conflict is the amount of lying that goes on. I don't like people being like, oh, this is what they, like, I don't like the land meme when they talk about the territory. and they exclude the fact that they had a war and that's how they lost the territory. It's like, mate, come on, just be honest. Like, you know what happened. So don't try to pull the wool over my eyes, okay? Like, you know what happened in they always use the 1967 image. I'm like, what happened in 1967? It's like, just don't lie about it. Like, everyone agrees that what's happening right now is horrible and shit, okay? Like, everyone agrees on both sides that everything that's happened has been horrible and shit. No one's agreeing with that, but just don't lie about it. Like, don't lie. Just looking at here at the moment. Really? Such a weak legendary. And yeah, that war's like, just an FYI. Like, I told a few people this as well. This war has started in like 1947, I believe, 1946. Like, this conflict has been ongoing for such a long time. And, you know, of course, some people lie about it and say it's, you know, been on since the dawn of time or whatever. Like, no, mate, like, it's only been on for like a small period of time. It's like, not a small period of time, but like, you know, since that point. I mean, and it is, you know, of course, really awful and really sad because, like, people live in these cities and stuff like that, and, you know, their lives have been basically turned upside down because of, you know, groups and whatnot. And obviously some of these groups are really, really terrible. Like, they're horrible groups, you know, that people don't want to be a part of, but have been forced to, not be a part of, but forced to basically essentially pick a side. And they don't want to do that. I know groups just stuffing it for a lot of people. Yeah, exactly. Like, really are stuffing for a lot of people. Like, this is the sad fact. A lot of people could have forgotten this as well. The leaders of Hamas are more, just as FYI, they're more richer than Donald Trump and Nancy Pelosi, okay? Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, these Hamas people are making fuck tons of money off this. And you know, none of the head Hamas dudes are in Gaza. They're all outside Gaza, living the life basically. Now I gotta say, like, you know, it's not like Palestine don't have a good argument. Palestine do have a good argument. Like, basically, with what happened in 1947 and whatnot, with obviously the Brits and stuff like that, and the Brits were just like, fine, like, we gotta split this land into two territories. Because they wouldn't agree on anything, obviously, if you didn't know that. Like, the Jews and I think it's more of the Jews just wanted a state, and the Arabs didn't want the Jews there. They wanted, you know, obviously the British and all that to take them in. And you can read through the history of it, and you can see why, like, the Brits are just like, we just don't care anymore. Because, like, British people were dying in the Middle East because of, like, you know, the unresolved tension and stuff like that. And then it's like, okay, you get your state, you get this state. And it's actually quite funny with Israel, because Israel is the only country in the Middle East that doesn't have any oil. I'm not even joking. Like, they have no oil in that country. Every other country surrounding Israel has oil. Like, going through the history of it is just super fascinating. Like, Israel rely on aid heavily because they don't have anything to trade to the other countries. Like, they really don't. And the only reason why America cares about them is because the Soviets got involved with Iran. It's such a fascinating thing. But anyways, have a good one, panel. Have a good one. I don't want to go into, like, the politics stuff like that. It's just, like, talk about the history of it. It's, like, so interesting about, like, who got involved and why. But yeah, it's just like the Israel partnership with the Yanks was literally, like, like Israel, the Yanks and Israel didn't get along previously. Like they told, I think it was like the French and the UK were good allies of Israel at one stage. I'm trying to remember what happened. Cause I know the Yanks and the Soviets told UK and France to stop aiding Israel. But the funny part was Israel's biggest trading partner during its initial formation. You guys will like, if you guys are listening in chat, you guys will find it really weird on who their biggest trading partner was. Like, does anyone know who Israel's biggest trading partner was before, like, in its formation, like between 1945 and 1950? Oh, anyways, I'll spoil it for you guys. Okay, it was Czechoslovakia. Okay, Czechoslovakia was Israel's biggest trading partner during its formation, and that is completely out there. Like, that is completely like, what? Like, what? It's the most unexpected. Like, you know, you'd expect, oh, maybe it's, you know, Britain, maybe it's France, you know, maybe it's the US, maybe it's the Soviets, but no, or Germany, but no, it was actually. It's actually Czechoslovakia, which is the most, like, you sit there being like, what? Like, you just don't believe it. Because, mate, I didn't believe it. I'll tell you that much. I didn't believe that was the case until I Googled it. But yeah, this Perron guy I've been watching, he's Australian, and he's just really good. Like, he's got, like, hour videos of, like, really, really good content, and I've been enjoying it. And, like, if you want to have, like, listen to something when you go into work or something like that, or to drive in, highly recommend his videos. They're so good. Like, you don't have to see it. He will explain everything that's on the screen. It's like a PowerPoint presentation. So fascinating. This Stormclaw build is fucking lit. I think as a future, like, content creation as well, I need to be able to, like, either you know, help people carry people, or just make builds. I think I prefer just making builds. Making builds seems much harder than interesting to sure. Yeah, it is very hard. Like, making builds is very difficult because, I guess, I would say that it is difficult, but if you get to know, like, some of the build makers and stuff like that as well, and then, you know, get into their mindset and see if yours is, like, you know, compatible, then, you know, maybe it could work. To be fair, you gotta be careful to some of those discords as well. Some of those discords are very interesting, okay? Because I played WoW, so I've been on class discords where they theory craft. And, yeah. They can be very interesting in a way that's, like, some of the builds aren't that great. Let's just put it that way. Like, for example, I think it's on the Demon Hunter Discord. If you're playing Havoc and you're not playing, Momentum, they will meme you until you play Momentum. But yeah. Or you can just help the community out. I gotta say though, like, a lot of people that do help the community out, like, you know, with runs and stuff like that, they get very little, like, you know, very little, I'm gonna say, not from, like, you know, obviously the viewers and stuff like that, because the viewers appreciate them heaps. I'm talking about really little from like, you know, sponsorships and stuff like that from Blizzard themselves. Like, I know a lot of people who like ran like non-stop Mythic Pluses, like for people in WoW. Like one person did like a 24, 48 hour charity stream doing that. And like, he got very little for that. Like, he didn't get much like Blizzard support and stuff like that from as well. And then I see people doing like mount runs and stuff like that, and not too much compared to what he was doing. And I'm just saying, like, come on, like, you know, you've got to give it to some of these people. That was really good. That was actually really clean. Okay, what's we got here? We got a big upgrade on here. Is it better than this though? No, we got probably better damage reduction on this. But yeah. To be fair, I gotta say making builds though is more like you gotta making builds is like a big project as well. What I've noticed as well, like a lot of people, because I've been doing polls lately as well. So what I've been doing polls of, so I don't think you guys would have ever heard of Dark Viper AU, okay? Like I severely doubt he heard of Dark Viper AU because he's not really with Diablo or anything like that. He's with GTA. So basically, what I've been appreciating more of is like what I've been appreciating more of is that people realizing how long it takes to make YouTube videos. Like I told one guy, like I got a poll up. So it's basically, you know, detailing, you know, how long do you think a YouTube video takes to make? And like 97% of people said at least longer than a day, okay? Like for a long form video. And some people said, like some people even said like, you know, 14 days to 2 months, like for a high production quality. And I'm like, I think people are starting to realize that. Because the main thing I'm just going to say now is that a lot of people in particular are starting to realize like how much damage people, you know, releasing reaction content is doing, like to the creator space. Where like the bigger content creators are only getting bigger because they have a lot more high quality content that they can react to. And it only takes them 10 minutes basically. So yeah. I watch people via the summary react videos. That's the thing, like the click-through rate, like they've actually had that. The click-through rate is less than 10%. Like they studied Josh Drive Hayes's videos, like with the algorithm, and all the other stuff like that. And they've said a less than 10% click-through rate. Dark Viper AU did it with Josh Drive Hayes, which is the main guy that Asmongold reacted to. And it's shown that the click-through rate is not that high compared to a lot of different streamers. One sample? Yeah, it's probably finding some of this controversy around XQC and so on. Yeah, you know better. I know it's one sample, but like trying to get people to show you analytics to you, because he only could get Josh Drive Hayes to show his analytics. None of the other people would show the analytics to him. Okay, but I've had it happen to me as well, where I get it reacted to and there was no bump. XQC is not a discussion, or XQC, like he's, mate, that guy just doesn't care anymore. Like there's a like the thing is like a lot of the channels that they react to were famous before they reacted to them, that sort of stuff, and they able to get views and go into the algorithm and whatnot because of that, and they're not actually helping the other channel out by replaying the entire content half the time. I know there's some people that don't go back to the reactor or whatnot, but the reactor still gets a view. Man, if lifestyle was that chaotic and full display, I'd get an isolated thing and go there. Mate, I gotta say, like, he's in a lot of trouble. Like, Sniper Wolf as well, like this is like not the worst part of it, but Sniper Wolf, at least her editor does something, because you know that clips that she's watching, her editor's done a lot of work on that. Like, definitely a lot of work done. The other ones, the editor does no work whatsoever. Like, oh my god. Sniper, like I say, Sniper Wolf's the scum, obviously. Like, you know, XQC, Sniper Wolf, they're all in the same, they're all in the same skin. Like, they're scum. And like a lot of these reactors as well, like, even though they talk like 10 minutes, people are realizing that it doesn't take 10 minutes to make a video. So that's a good thing as well. And I'm really happy about that, because I'm, you know, I've been trying to tell people, like, YouTube videos don't get made in 10 minutes. Alright, you're talking about, yeah, I gotta say right now, like, autonomous content is a thing. It is. And like, the thing is, like, if you want to advertise to help a viewer out or help a person out, there are plenty of ways to go about it. Here's where the precedent lies. Their precedent at the moment from H3's case is basically saying if you're doing a watch party, it is not legal. It is not fair use. Like, that's basically what they said. It's like akin to a watch party is not fair use. And the H3 case was fair use because they transformed the content. Because if you don't know what the H3 case is about, basically it is them picking on US. Obviously US. Court was Supreme. It was not Supreme, so it was the second circuit. So the issue, yeah, I do, because it's not gonna get. I don't think the dude wanted to challenge it in the High Court. Not the High Court, it's the Supreme Court. It was basically one of these pickup artists. They made a video, like, picking up women. And, like, basically he had big muscles and it was, like, ridiculous. Like, the video was, like, so cringe and comedic. I'll just start up in the Bahamas. I think that's what's probably going to happen in the future. I'm not going to lie. You actually bring up a very, very good point. I think that's what's going to happen in the future is that, like, a lot of these reactor contents, if they get sued for copyright, they're just going to go to, like, the Caribbean or Bahamas and stream from there, so, like, copyright doesn't apply. Or, like, they can't bring them to America. I know people do that already with, you know, non-extradition countries, okay? What state is every in Delaware? Or California? I think it's mostly Delaware. I wonder why. Well, I can't imagine why Delaware. Nah, I know their laws in there. I'm trying to remember what law in particular. Like, there's a few lawyers. Like, their laws are pretty, like, cruisy for companies. Like, I think one of their laws in particular, like, if you have a lost share and you don't claim it, they just buy it off you automatically. But anyways, like, that's the point is, like, I reckon in the future, like, basically a lot of content creators, especially the React ones, will go move to countries where, like, copy law is very hard to enforce. And people are just not gonna bother. Can't they just do like patents? No, they promise you, you know, copyrights aren't registered. Yeah, it's not registered. It's self-assessment, yeah. But YouTube does obviously register, like, obviously, there's content ID, which is like stopgap for bigger, you know, obviously bigger, thingers. Not for smaller ones, but bigger thingers. Oh, that's 65. That's nice. Hard one, dude. Like, the best idea at the moment is to make the copyright small claims course they have in Britain, and that's about it. And but they won't, because it's really difficult. Like, it's really difficult to do. If you make copyright easier to do, like, you know, these big companies will go after the little people. Oh, transfer pricing. Precedent sets everything. Yeah. Because I think it was Tom Scott was talking about this. So Tom Scott, what happened was that someone content ID, like basically they had a news channel that fully used his video, and then they put that into content ID and then claimed Tom Scott's video, and then Tom Scott went to court to fight them off, saying like this is my video, not their videos. It's actually really funny because like they played his video in full on their news channel and then claimed it as theirs. It was very interesting. Oh yeah, I got that as well with my Nitro as well, Ross. The finger. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Just give it away to someone in chat. Not at this time though. Because like Xbox, like with the Game Pass, like people have to make a new account to register it. This is what I figured out with my last giveaway. Is that like if a person's already done a freebie one, they can't do another freebie one. But anyway, it's a very interesting area. And obviously I know like this is the worst part. Like a lot of the content creators that were against it and going after XQC and Sniper Wolf, a lot of them have their own React channels already. Like I think it was like Umpaville was going against it, and like everyone knows Umpaville has a React channel, which is called Umpaville Reacts. And it's just like you don't really want to stop it, do you? Because like it hurts your business model. And I think the big insecurity is with a lot of people, like especially people who do the React stuff and stuff like that as well, is that if they don't get a video out per day, they could lose their relevance and not be in the algorithm. Like that's the biggest thing for like a lot of people, is that sort of logic. Like there's a lot of obviously top tier content creators that don't really care about it. What do you think the employees are so chummy behind the scenes? Yeah, exactly. Like that, you know, control. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you know, basically, you had Zizaran, for example, okay? So Zizaran, this is like a really good example of it as well. So Zizaran, what happened with Zizaran is that 1 year ago, so basically someone linked Dark Viper, because it came off my Twitter feed. So what happened was that someone linked Dark Viper's video, not Dark Viper's video, someone linked Dark Viper in a tweet with Zizaran. So what happened was that Zizaran's video, like I will show you the thumbnails and you guys can see, like, you know, this is gross copyright. So Zizaran's video, so Asmongold reacted to it, okay? And all Asmongold did was he talked for like 5 minutes and that's it, to the extra video. And he literally copied Zizaran's thumbnail and just put his face on it. Like, not even kidding. Like, if I showed you the thumbnails, there is no difference. Like, there is just, the only difference is just Asmongold's face on it. And he pointed out, you know, how lazy is this? Like, this is copyright, not just the video, but the picture as well. You can't, like, pictures have their own copyright. And the reason why I mentioned this, Zizaran responded being like, oh no, you know, I like Asmongold, and you know, Asmongold's great, you know. Why people pay Shutterstock, exactly. For the stock images. No, they want hard to paint Harold, Ross, okay? They want hard to paint Harold, that's why they pay for Shutterstock. He was from Shutterstock, right? I'm very sure he's from Shutterstock. Internet historian, you know how his picture, hard to paint Harold? That's why he buys Shutterstock, okay? But, you know, that's the thing, okay? So, that happened, and so someone pointed out to Zizaran, that being like, bro, like, he's stealing your content. Like, why are you not doing anything about it, okay? Oh yeah, no more Zuck. Yeah, Zuck and Bezos launched at him over that because he's using their likeness illegally. So I can understand that. Because he is using their likeness, which is, you know, of course, like copyright 100%. Because they have that sort of stuff in like ESL and stuff like that as well. Like you can sell your likeness, and it's like highly not recommended. Like a lot of people like, you know, do not sell your likeness to people, because anytime you try to enter a contract, you have to have those guys at the table because they own your likeness. Drinking this familiar liquid H2O. I remember when they started like banning H2O, like they made like a comedy sketch of banning H2O, and people like legitimately out there like they're trying to ban H2O, not realizing it's fucking water. Oh crap, I could die here. Of course, I go into the ice wall. I've seen it all, really. Yeah, true. Yeah, I've seen it all. You've seen everything people try to claim. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here, okay? So, Zizaran responded, okay, to saying like, oh no, Asmon's a great content creator. You know, he didn't say he was allowed to use it or anything like that. But he was saying like, you know, he was saying, you know, Asmon's a great content creator. Like, you know, I've had people come to my channel from him, which, just an FYI, like, they did a social blade, and the click-through rate for Zizaran was 7% from Asmongold. And basically, Dark Viper said, like, to him, he's like, Asmongold could watch your entire content and only take 10 minutes. But for you to film it, it takes, like, you know, 3 or 4, you know, 5 or 6 days. Like, how can you compete with that? Like, basically, he can steal from other people and become better for you, better than you, and he would, you know, grow quicker than you as well. And he goes, oh, I just have to work harder. Okay, it's autonomous content. Oh yeah, basically that's what I mean. It's auto content. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can get high quality content for doing nothing. Like, you know, that's what Asmongold is saying. Yeah, I get what you mean, like automatic content. So like Asmongold doesn't have to do anything and he gets money basically. Like he's just doing it anyway, but it's also unethical because he doesn't own the copyright. Like some guy has to do 7 days of labor or whatever it is to do it. So anyway, so Zizaran goes, oh no, I just have to work harder, and like basically Dark Viper explains to him like, bro, you can't work harder than Asmongold, okay? You can't put out videos quicker than he can. Where do you draw the line? Well, I'll say you got fair use, obviously, but you can't draw a fixed line on fair use, which the judge who made fair use said that. But I'm gonna say overall, like, if you don't transform the content, which none of them are, because they just play the content in its entirety, then that's where you draw the line. Like, just don't play their content in figuring. So it's an opinion? It's illegal opinion. But like, you can't, like, well, you can't have a great stand in the line, because, you know, otherwise if you have a stand in the line, there's obviously going to be other cases where it's, you know, it isn't copyrighted per se. That's why it's a tough issue to do. So anyway, so what happened was, this is like basically 9 months later. So he basically said, like, Zizaran's like, oh, you know, I just have to work harder if I want to get better than Asmongold. And I'm like, you can't, it's impossible. Asmongold's going to beat you everything here. I'm just dumb policy, but this is what they're going to throw. Yeah, of course. But like basically the law would be on the content creator's side that wasn't doing the React content, because like they're not transforming it and showing the entire content. Like one of the pillars, like there's 4 pillars of fair use. One of them is like, you know, how much of the content are you taking? And if you generally take the entire video, you have to have a good reason for it. Like a very good reason. If there's not a good reason, you know, you lose the case basically. And the other one is, did you actually transform the content? Like, you know, is it a different content or is it just a substitute? If it's a substitute, it's not fair use. Educational is in its difference, because if you, we're not talking about educational because it's not commercial in use, okay? It's like we're assuming it's commercial in use, not educational. If it's educational, it's different. It gets under its own little category, and it's, you know, you're not using it to make a profit. Yeah, but I gotta say, with a React streamer on YouTube, you can't really use it as educational when you're making money from it. They will argue that, yeah, but they'll fail to argue that's because why you're monetizing it. You're not educating anyone. Like it's a, you know, that sort of stuff. Transformative, they'll argue transformative and they'd be like, it's still the same content. Like, you know, what part of it was transformative? You pressing the pause button? No, it's not transformative. Like, transformative means it can't be a substitute. You watching the video and reacting to it is the substitute, okay? It's the substitute for the video. You've played the entire video. They have no incentive to go watch the other one. Not the other one, but to go watch the original. I know you're playing devil's advocate. No vagueness around it. Yeah, there's no vagueness around it. But there is obviously, you know, bending the truth here and there, criticism and whatnot, you know, defenses. But, like, you know, those two pillars of fair use will just basically fail them right away because they've copied the entire amount. And the other one is, like, you know, could you made your own video about it? Like, could you make an own video about it? It's like, if that's yes, it's like, then it's not fair use. Which America doesn't use, it is precedent. Like, it is a pretty strong precedent. They still use it in a lot of cases. It's been precedent for about 40, 50 years for copyright law. But, yeah. But you gotta remember, copyright law hasn't been enforced for a very long time on a big basis. And someone has basically said, like, a legal opinion, I think it was Legal Eagle, said, like, a lot of these React content creators, even if they talk for like 10 minutes, they don't have a ground to say it's fair use. Like, they really don't. Vampire dungeons, tisk. But anyway, like that's what I'm talking about. So let's go back to Ziz, okay? I don't want to talk about this case yet, okay? So Zizaran's a big PoE streamer, just in case you're wondering, okay? Like, he's a big PoE streamer, very good dude, contributes a lot of content to like Mac Pro and stuff like that, have a lot of builds, and you know, a lot of guides in PoE in particular, like a very complex game, and he gives like really good, simple guides. So he basically just had to work harder. That, you know, if he wants to get to Asmongold's level, he just has to work harder. And Darkrider is like, bro, you can't work any harder. You are going to lose to him regardless, because he can pump out, you know, 24 hours, you know, pump out like 4 videos in an hour, and you can't pump out a video, you know, you have to take 6 or 7 days to pump out a video. You can't beat it. So that argument ended. So basically, the argument, you know, basically couldn't convince him. He's just like, okay, see ya, you know, have a good one. So what happened later was that so basically on TikTok, the new React meta on TikTok has been playing a random video at the top and then playing a full guide video at the bottom of like a big content creator. So like someone's been playing like, you know, some, like, say, random cooking video on there, and then playing Zizaran's video below it, okay, of the guide of Path of Exile. So Zizaran's like, oh, when can I DMCA these guys? Okay, like, you know, can I DMCA these guys and how? And I was sitting there going like, oh, what about Asmongold? He plays your video and does the same thing. Like, and like, of course, he had no, you know, didn't answer the question. And I'm just going, so you want it? So now you care about your content. Now you care about your copyright. So it's just like, I think Ross, you're onto something behind the scenes, okay? I think you're onto something behind the scenes, because the opinion completely flipped when it wasn't Asmongold. Okay. But I always say to people as well, do not undervalue your content. Like, at the moment, the industry standard that's acceptable for like a lot of reactors is just crediting the creator. I'm gonna say right now, like, if you've got content and someone's using your entire content, you don't credit the creator. You ask them to take it down. Just be like, don't react to my videos, bro. Like, you gotta ask permission and pay. And if they go like, you know, oh, I'll advertise your content, I'm like, yeah, you can advertise my content without playing the full video. Just, you gotta be really strong with it. Be like, don't play the full video, just play a part of it and be like, oh, you can watch the creator here. Okay? Do not play a full video on my stream. Like, just be super firm with it. Because the worst part is, like, a lot of people get, let's say get starstruck if a big content creator reacts to them. You gotta be very careful because they're getting more out of the deal than you are. They will always get more out of deal than you do. And like I say right now, I'm not perfect either, okay? Because I don't like. Sometimes I don't think my content's great, so I undervalue it too. Where I, be like, oh yeah, credit's fine, okay, like it's fine. But no, I've got to a point where I'm just like, nah, if you want to copy my content, like you got to do a bit more, okay? You got to do a bit more than what you're doing. Like the thing is, like a lot of people are being like, oh, that React content's the only alternative to promote smaller streamers. It isn't. Like it honestly isn't. Like if a big content creator wanted to promote a smaller streamer, they would collab with them. Like the thing is, you would collab with them. If you think they're pretty awesome, you'd go out and get a collaboration with them. You would advertise their stream, be like, hey, yo, I'm just watching this guy's streamer. He seems pretty chill, pretty cool. That's what you'd do. You would not watch their entire video. And a lot of these creators that they watch are creators that are like in this mid tier. Like they'll never watch anyone who's got content ID because they'll claim the funds, but they'll watch anyone that's in between that doesn't have content ID because they like. The thing is, they have to either go for the DMCA, which none of them are gonna do. Can you imagine DMCAing like XQC? Or you could DMCA XQC and get away with it now because everyone's be like getting good, or Sniper Wolf. But can you imagine DMCAing Most Critical? So Charlie, so Penguin Zero. Asmongold, any of those creators, can you imagine DMCAing them? Yeah, that's not going to end well because everyone's convinced that DMCAing people is the nuclear option. Which, just an FYI, it's the only option available to creators that do not have content ID. Is you either sue them, warn them. I think they've acted a warning tool, but the content reactors just ignore it and just wait for it to run out. Oh, you can DMCA them. And a lot of the React contestants say this, but they know what to do to counter it. And also, I forgot to mention Ludwig. Ludwig does the same thing, but I think Ludwig's moved out of going into that space. That's alright for legs, alright? It's got more armor? Oh, it's just got more armor. What's this? Wind shear. Ugh. That got most of it. Didn't even check the finger. Why so nostalgia about checking it? Yeah, it's crap as well. Poison damage, crit strike chance, damage over time, max life. So rings that they sort of like here. Max life, resource generation, crit chance, and damage to close enemies. Okay. Which is none of them. Ooh, that one's actually pretty good. I think it's movement speed, Envenom, and CDR. Okay, that one's actually pretty good. We probably want to get rid of companion damage because we have no companions. Let's see if we can get like Envenom or anything like that. If we can get into Venom on this, it'll be good. I think we'll get rid companion skill damage will do nothing, so we can get rid of that. It'll be the... Let's see what it'll do. Let's get the thing over. If we can get Envenom, which will be unlikely to get, it'll be very, very good. If we don't get... I guess say right now, I think we're not going to get Envenom on the first roll, so I'm just going to, like, basically drop it. Yeah. Yeah, let's not fuck around with it. That's just a drop.
Would you like something appraised?
I just want to sell.
This I can sell.
Oh, wow, I just realized 8:28. Didn't even think it was that late actually. Oh, Hell Tides are up. Didn't realize Hell Tides are up either. So it's this one. Yeah, I think we get that one finally actually. But yeah, that was the interesting story I heard. It was the Zizarand one, and I just sitting there going to Zizarand like, mate, you were singing a different tune when it was Asmongold reacting to your video. And that's why I was suspecting, like, you know, when Ross mentioned it, like, maybe there is something in the background, because if you don't know, like, Asmongold's obviously CEO of one of the big talent organizations as well. He's part of OTK, which, you know, a lot of events that gone through OTK. So obviously you don't want to spoil that. OTK has been in its own trouble at the moment as well over the, what's his fucking name again? Oh god, Rick, I forget his name, it's like Rick, he's one of the casters, you know, getting done for rape. Like, he had a charge against them. That's why he doesn't cast or stream anymore. I forget his name, I don't think it's Rick actually, but like, you know, he used to be one of those big content creators that all he did was just, like, he left, like, when he did his 24-hour stream, he left, he left the stream and left Lord of the Rings on, like, for the first all the free movies. And that's when the obviously the React stuff started to really heat up. Was like people watching like movies on Twitch, and it's like someone said like, "Are you trying to like?" Someone actually said back like, "Are you trying to kill the platform?" Because that's how you kill the platform. Because basically, if you don't know like how it kills the platform, and it doesn't affect one content creator. So basically, if what happened with the Napster situation, have you ever heard of Napster, which is probably a long time before some people were born. So Napster was sued out of existence because basically the companies obviously invoked copyright law and said that Napster were allowing people to violate copyright, which means they lose their safe harbor provisions, and means that they, you know, don't get protection from, you know, copyright claims. So pretty much they lost the safe harbor, and pretty much the music companies sold, you know, obviously sued for every single breach of copyright, and obviously Napster died. This is a bandit. So, like, basically, they would say, like, you know, you're allowing this to happen kind of thing. And that's why, you know, people were really afraid of it. Like, dude, like, you're gonna... Like, if someone decides to sue Twitch, being like, oh, you're allowing people to watch movies on your platform and doing nothing about it, Twitch could lose the safe harbor provisions, and they would be sued for every single copyright breach. Even if they did mitigate it, okay? They'd be sued for every single one. So, like, if you watched a movie, or don't watch a movie, so listen to music that's copyright, you'd be sued. Like, you would be sued personally, but Twitch would be sued over it. And obviously, Twitch can't charge you to be like, you know, hey, you did it, it's your mess up. Nah, they have to bear all the costs. Obviously, the company can sue you as well, but they're not going to sue you for copyright given the fact that you have no money. It's either the breach is too small or you have no money. And I gotta say right now, with XQC like flowering around all that money, that guy's not mentally right in the head. Okay, because if he's like showing off all that money, basically after that divorce, if he gets any amount of money, like especially the millions he's got, the people who he's taking content of, he's obviously watched the Dark Knight on stream, the full movie of it. They're just licking their lips once the lawyers get in. He's not gonna have any money because he's gonna be sued for a lot of dollars. Thank you for the raid, Dark Cow, man. How did your stream go, bro? Got 2 raids today. If you guys want to know, Dark Cow plays WoW. Pretty good at WoW. You guys should watch him how he killed Lich King. Heroic? Or just 25, normal? 10 man? Or were you doing 10 mans today, or was it 25? Normal, yeah. Lich King is a very difficult fight. Like, it is a very difficult fight. Once you get to phase 3, though, it becomes a bit cruisy, as long as, of course, you have people who can, basically get rid of, the ghosts. We killed 10 a while ago, and not constantly. Yeah, you know, the funny thing is, I've killed 25-man Lich King, but I've not killed 10-man Lich King. You know, actually, you know what, Ross? You know, Tuesday's group's not killed 10-man Lich King since I've not been in the group. Okay, it's a tank. They've not killed 10-man Lich King. Problem is 10 is putting time on it. True. Because, like, people don't have, like, time in their lives. Let's just put it that way. Oh, shit, I could die here. Like, at the moment, I've got, like, issues with time. So I'm going to Melbourne tomorrow. And I'm like, when do I do my 10-man? So, yeah. And also, like, the content, you know, obviously being, like, you know, the lock is just one instance, which is kind of, can be difficult. We have 2 of us carrying both 10-mans, and we can't do 2 days, 10 mans to 25. Oh, yeah, definitely 100%. Like, it's... A lot of people underestimated how hard ICC is. That's a 6-day raid week. Oh yeah, no one. I can tell you right now, no one's doing a 6-day raid week. I don't even think I can do that. Like the thing is, I have the skill to do like a lot of these content. It's just like the times are so bad for me. Like they're so bad. Someone just run through here, curse all these guys, and not kill them. And like a lot of people, especially in our guilds, just they wouldn't be happy with a 1 day. Like, you know, if 10 men took more than 1 day. Is the fact ICC takes 3 to 4 hours to if you're to prog shit? Exactly. It's a big ass fucking dungeon. And I just don't think people have the time anymore to do that. Like, they just don't. That's why, like, you know, I think I streamed it. Like, we only got like 6 out of 12 and a 10-man. But I wasn't too unhappy with it. I was just like, you know, what do you expect? Like, you know, we did 3 or 4 hours, like, that's it. To be fair, for 10-man, I basically said, like, to the guys that I was raiding with, I'm like, 10-man's only good for, like, you know, like, for, you know, stopgap gear in between. And, what was it? You know, only good for stopgap gear in between, and obviously, Whispering Fang Skull. That's literally all it's good for. There's nothing else that you need from it. That's literally all you need is just Whispering Fang Skull, and that's just the only best in slot item that comes from this area. So we got Heightened Malice here. Okay, no, it's not this side. I think it's... Is it this one? Are we getting the glyph? That is the glyph, actually, yeah. Yep, it's this one, you go for that. Yep, cool. Trigger from LDL and Gunship are bonuses. Yeah, exactly, that's pretty much it. Like, you know, Gunship, like, the only best of slot things, as you said. Like, you can get just stopgap gear from Heroic Gunship, which I said, like, it's just stopgap gear. But, like, the things that you get the most from is basically LDW Star Trinket. That's literally it. Like, Whispering Fang Skull is very good. And also you get the extra rep as well. LDW is very easy on 10-2, exactly. On 25, it's a bit more difficult, given that you have a lot more ads. But yeah, like, that from a progressive perspective, it's like, you know, you don't, like, you want to do the first 3 bosses, that's it. Badges as well, you can be like, hey, there's badges. But, like, once you get your 4 set, or, like, all 4 or 5 pieces, badges don't matter anymore. I really want to try Heroic LDW. It's a bit harder, obviously. Obviously a bit harder. And also you got to get all those MCs, like, controlled as well. Because obviously the MCs, you know, it's not one MC, it's multiple MCs. Tank wants so much badge gear. What badge gear do they want? Or is it must be a Druid tank thing or something like that. Because I think all RT is best in slot for Pallies. Like, the cape and bell is huge. Oh, I already got TOGC cloak. That's probably why. I'm like trying to figure out, like, why is it huge? Then I just realized I got TOGC cloak. And 4 set. Pallies. Yeah, Pally, they do get 4 set. So, you know. Bonus armor beats parry. No, for the tank cloak on TOGC. Like, for paladins, like. I think it's like you get 4 set and Pillars of Might. I believe that's the case. You get 4 set and Pillars of Might as a pally tank. Because I think Pillars of Might's the only leg armor that has extra armor. Yeah. Bonus armor came from badges though. But it doesn't beat Cairn's endurance. To be fair, you play Druid tank, right? That's probably why bonus armor is better for you. Because their Cairn's endurance is Pally. Druid tank's armor is like really strong, but Pally, I think I'd assume that it wouldn't be good. Like Pally. Like, I don't think Pally would be better with armor. Druid tank armor's king, obviously. Armor's best in slot. But I wouldn't say too much about Pally being that best in slot. Extra bonus 500 armor. Trying to think of like the content, like, you know, is it a lot of physical damage versus 40 parry? Oh, dude, like, let me see what Cairn's endurance atomization is. 2 seconds. LH slaps? Oh, definitely. LK slaps with a combination of both. Isn't Soul Reaper shadow damage? I don't think Soul Reaper's physical damage. Or is it immune damage? Can I check what sort of damage is Soul Reaper? No, 2 seconds. No, I meant the hits. You know, the hit. No, Soul Reaper is shadow damage. Like, it hits 50% rapid damage and then 70k afterwards, like the big damage hit, is shadow. And then, of course, increases haste by 100%. I'm very sure the big hit is shadow. Was on the phone? Oh, no worries, dude. Why am I getting Discord to my browser? Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Where are they? Bleeding health somewhere. My life is a lie. Soul Reaper damage, like, with that shadow damage anyway, you're mitigating a lot of that with, like, resist and, like, cooldowns. But still, Lich King does hit hard. Like, you got a point there. But I feel like block and dodge and parry are a lot stronger on that than armor. Armor's, like, the armor's very good for Druids, is because you're constantly taking hits. Compared to Paladins where you're either blocking it, parrying, or dodging it. But I don't think you can get CTC cap, but you can get close to CTC cap. I think you know what CTC cap is, right, Dark Gale? Yeah, of course you can't block a full hit, but it's like still mitigation at least. Like I'm not talking about trying to block the full hit. No, you can't. You know, fucking Lich King just breaks your shield, mate. I'm saying, like, you know, you just you get less damage dealt to you. Block's also one of the weakest tank mechanics as well. Solo tank? Oh, damn. I love him, bonus armor. Bonus armor is very, very good for Druid. It assumes, like, if you're always getting hit and you're not, you know, mitigating it in some sort of way, it is very strong. I guess say probably early, I suppose, because obviously chill of the throne means you dodge less. I believe in healers to heal the hits if I'm going to survive. I gotta say, I try to make my healer's job a lot easier by, like, not taking unnecessary damage and using cooldowns, so they don't have to, like, pump me so hard. This is, you can tell I've got a retail mythic mindset, basically, mythic plus mindset. It's keeping myself alive long enough so the healers don't have to heal me so much. It's not less, like I say, it's not like I don't believe my healers, it's just making their job easier. Might have lived with bonus armor, probably could have. Like, he could have died to another hit because he didn't dodge it or didn't parry it or didn't And there's other things you could consider as well. Oh, please. No, I'm in the fire. There we go. Got it all. I didn't get a THEC tank plate though. Like, don't worry, dude. You want to know something fucking hilarious, by the way, Dark Gale? I was ret for that tier, and I got a tank cloak. Okay, that's how many tank cloaks we got. So you guys being the hardest me as a healer, especially when you aren't allowed the room to learn. Yeah, because like in Lich King as well, it is not Lich King itself, but in the content, like the Lich King stuff, positioning is huge. Like the rooms are so big that you can be out of range of people. And you don't realize that you're out of range people until it's like, you know, a bit too late, I suppose. Should I get Living Steel? Because the Living Steel one is here. Like, just up here. We'll get the Living Steel one. You got the cow level yet? No, I haven't got the cow level hole yet. I have seen it. Like, I've seen people talk about it, but I haven't got it yet. First 20 of left's got a World 20 Council? Damn. Dude, I can never get ranked with fights. I play DPS, and like DPS, like trying to win DPS fights is just like, oh yeah, by the way, you have to have like, you know, unholy DKs giving you fucking unholy frenzy like non-stop, and it's just like, I'm never gonna win this. I'm trying to work on it when I played. I don't know how to unlock it. I've seen it, but I just don't know how to unlock it. That sort of stuff, okay? Actually, I gotta go to the Paragon to see how you what you do first. Okay, then start. Okay, cool. They don't count unholy frenzies or logs. Or I'm just saying that as an example. Like, I'm not. Like, maybe I should say like preface like that's just an example of like, you know, things that do go on like that. Like, you know, that there's really cheesy ways and stuff like that that they try to get melee DPS up. To be fair, they've done a really good job of getting rid of all the cheesy methods. It's the fact that the top passing arms warrior. Oh, you got that guy. Yeah, yeah. Dude, I remember like one of the guys, like, you know Desi Heat, right? Okay. Like, you know Desi Heat, okay? So I basically told this guy, I'm like, nah, the strongest DPS is generally a fucking, like, there's this dude, okay? It's like, the generally top DPS is DKs and Affliction Warlocks, okay? No one beats them at DPS, like, there's very few classes. And this guy's going, oh, we got this Arms Warrior dude that does, like, heaps of damage on top of the meteors. I'm like, yeah, because he's being buffed by fucking Unholy Frenzies non-stop from DKs, so he can never get lower DPS. And, Feral Druid, obviously this was back in Ulduar, okay? So this is before, like, Feral Druid and stuff like that. Stuff like that was really, like, crazy. And this dude argued me in chat non-stop in her chat saying that, you know, that she should be topping DPS and whatnot. And, like, he's saying that my warriors in my guild were shit. Like, they weren't very good. And I'm like, bro, like, all the DPS meters just literally show the top DPS is either Warlock or fucking DK. And he's like going, no, the Warriors top DPS in one boss. And, like, the Warriors never top DPS in any bosses. He's trying to say, like, I'm shit, I don't know what to play. And, like, when I said I'm a prop pally, dude, like, I fucking, like, tank top tier heroic. And he's like, oh, this is doing why you play easy class like prop pally. And I'm like, what? So, and I asked him, like, mate, link your logs, okay? I want to see your logs, okay? Like, that's what I said to him, like, mate, show your logs, okay? Show your logs, okay? That's what I said to him, like, show your logs, okay? I want to see how good you are, okay? So, he didn't show his logs, okay? But he linked his character, okay? So I found out who his character was, okay? So the two warriors, because I linked to my two warriors, okay? And he said they were shit. Which, when they're passing in like the 95, 96, 97 percentile, okay? So what happened is that I found his armory, I found his logs. He's passing 93%, okay? Our warriors are passing 97%. And I basically said to him, like, mate, like, you do realize that our warriors outpass you. Like, they're not shit. It's just fucking reality that DKs and Warlocks are just better. Like, it's not that warriors are terrible. It's that DKs and the Afflictwalks are just better. Oh jeez, those passes are awful at Lich King. To be fair, you can't really pass too much onto it. Check his other passes. Can we go back or no? Oh no, that's right. We'll go to Ulduar. 99 pass every fight. Damn. I think our warriors are close to that average, by the way, as well. Like, they're 97 average. But yeah, like, so this guy wouldn't stop up, and he's just like passively aggressively baiting me. Okay, and I told him, like, mate, you know, get a fucking, you know, stop being a fucking rude cunt. You don't know anything. Like, dude, like, I've had a fucking enough of you of, like, slagging people for no fucking reason because you don't understand that your opinion's fucking wrong. And of course, like, you know, I get into trouble for saying that. It's like, mate, like, you know, this guy should have been banned a long time ago because he has no fucking clue what he's talking about. Yet he's shitting on people who fucking do. Now, just FYI, of course, Desi Heat hasn't done, like, you know, super hard mode content. Like, they're doing Flame Lev on four towers. And I'm like, Flame Lev can be quite hard on 4 towers if you don't know what you're doing. Like, you know, if you don't know what you're doing on 4 towers, it can be quite hard. Like, I wouldn't do 4 towers Flame Lev. Because it is kind of difficult. So I'm just checking all this stuff. Oh, damn, you got number 1 Nax. To be fair, like, Nax wasn't that... Oh, Nax was very past culture. But I wouldn't rate it as, like... I guess, you know, you can just rate it as, like, you know, someone can hit the boss really hard. Because you could, like, purely DPS that phase, because the mechanics weren't punishing at all. But the amount of fucking hundreds he's got is fucking insane. Like, obviously, I'm trying to not take away from it, but it's like, you know, at the same time, like, Nax is very, very easy to, you know, pass well. But of course, he's done obviously really, really well. Can't take away from that. He's done really, really good across all those bosses. Because like he's getting showed up in Lich King a bit. There's just people that just enjoy playing the game. I guess he's it. He's on Aragul now, by the way. He's getting made to play Fury. I wonder why. Does Fury bring, like, is it because of the healing debuff? Palad, Bellum, okay, yep. They still didn't beat Spineless, feels bad, man. It's probably because of Shadow's Edge? Okay. Need SM for arms? Yeah, oh, definitely. Oh, jeez. For me and that, I think me and the other dude are the same spec because me and him shredded the dude. Oh, where is the second steel? Second steel's in the same area. Okay, cool. But, like, you know, it was very frustrating, okay? And I've never gone back to Desi's chat after that, okay? I haven't gone back to her chat after that. I'm just like, if, like, guys allow that to bait me and the mods do nothing, like, it's very annoying. Lightning Shread's the only way to play? Yeah, I guess so, because you can just, like, teleport everywhere. It's not the best build, according to some people, though. But, obviously, I'm not playing the best build. I'm trying to play a different build. I don't mind the bait, it's just be hopium. It's hopium sniffing. It's just... I was a bit peeved. I'm going, bro, like, you can read the chat. He's being inept. Like, I was about to, you know, I dropped the fight, obviously. I'm just, like, sitting there going, like, I was about to DM be like, dude, you can tell this cunt's, like, baiting people and, like, fucking insulting people. Like, maybe you just ban him. Like, I was basically very civil before I told him to go fuck himself, okay? Like, it was very civil. Like, bro, like, you know, this guy's getting unholy. Like, I basically said to him, like, bro, you do know the top warrior's getting unholy frenzies, like, non-stop. Like, he's not... It's not like he's doing it, like, you know, without any buffs. He is getting, like, a lot of things set up for him. Like, I kept being like, bro, like, you know, they're not good. Like, he's getting so much things set up for him to be good. Generally, they're not the best DPS. And I'm like to him, like, mate, he has 6 unholy DKs feeding him unholy frenzy or whatever it is, okay? Like, You're not gonna have that in your raid. Like, trying to tell him this sort of stuff, and he's like, not listening. He's like, you know, oh no, he did it. He's like the greatest warrior ever. I'm like, he's the greatest warrior because he has all these fucking buffs feeding him. Seeing a 50% of the damage on a noob rack will do. Now I'm gonna ask, what the hell were you how long were you at 20% for, okay? That's the real question I'm gonna ask, okay? How long were you at 20% for? And you know exactly why I'm saying that, because all his damage would have been fucking execute. A long time, people were so scuffed. At least you know I can suss out, like, you know, how we got 50% of damage to the boss, okay? Sometimes small servers are really good. Like, the only downside for small servers is, like, sometimes you can't get a group. Obviously, since not enough people. But the good thing is that, like, if you do get a group, they are going to stay for the long haul. Because if they don't stay for the long haul, they lose the lockout. Like, they may not get another lockout. But with the biggest servers, it's a bit of a opposite kind of thing. Like, they would not risk their lockout for not a great group. We had one group. That's what I meant, you know. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's why it's good, because, like, the people will stay in there for longer because they know it's the only group. Like, that's why I'm saying it's fucking amazing. I think you agree with me anyway. I should just, like, whatever. I've got to actually pack for Sydney to, not Sydney, for Melbourne. So I will probably get off soon. Have some drinks, first dying curse reserved for the guild. Dude, I remember getting my dying curse for my mage. I literally got it, like, literally first drop of Hagen. Like, first possible boss to drop it, drops off Hagen. Ah, crap, I missed the reset. This is on my mage, by the way. Fucking chest reset on me, that's annoying. Also, like the fact that simulcasting on YouTube now is not illegal. That's really, really good. So I can go onto, so I can stream on YouTube. Have just an FYI, they can't cast onto YouTube yet, okay? Because basically ESA is still exclusive to Twitch. You should probably go to YouTube. Like, basically, I've talked to all the people that do like marketing and whatnot. Like, if you're a smaller streamer, you should go to multiple different platforms. You can do it fairly easily as well. And it's like, the thing is, like, you know, people, I do agree with S-Fan in a way that you can split your audience, which is not ideal. But at the same time, like, there's different sort of algorithms working for certain, for certain content, for certain platforms. So, like, you know, YouTube works a bit differently than Twitch, for example. Obviously, Twitch is very top heavy. Like, if you're not at the top, you don't get much viewership, vice versa. But like, YouTube's a bit different, where, like, you know, if you've, it has a bit of improved discoverability over Twitch. You can't even find a YouTube team. Oh, dude, YouTube directory for streaming is fucking shit. Let's just be honest, okay? Like, if you're gonna do YouTube streaming, this is what I do agree with you on this one, okay? You would have to, Kick would be interesting. Kick's basically Twitch. That's pretty much it. Kick's basically Twitch, except you get fucked with sponsorships. Like, as I said before with Kick, if you can't get sponsorships, you should go to Kick, okay? Because you get more money out of it. Like, if your content will never get sponsorships, okay? If you don't get any, let's say, for example, that you do politics, okay? Politics is never going to get sponsorship, just an FYI. You go to Kick. If you're doing gambling, you go to Kick. because no one's gonna be ever like sponsoring your content because like, you know, it's just not there. Well, our streams are awful there. I gotta say overall, yeah, I agree. Like, you know, basically a lot of streams that aren't gambling are shit there. Let's just put it that way, okay? And a lot of people be like, oh, you can be that first person. It's like, yeah, but none of the audience is there for it, okay? All the audience are... Like, you could put CSGO streams there, okay? You could put CSGO streams there. But all those guys that are there are gambling addicts. Okay? Like, they're not the guys that will watch things, okay? They watch CSGO, like you do gambling on CSGO. Another trip, take us with you. I mean, mate, I can't stream from over there. My gaming laptop. Maybe I could stream over there, but I'm not sure how well it would go. I should actually get OBS and test it out, but I think it's gonna like crash my laptop. There we go. More living steel. Phone stream? What if my phone stream would be good enough? Dude, we've just been banging out levels today. How long are you gonna be gone for? Until next Wednesday. I might put like up a lot of YouTube short content and see how that goes. To be fair, I've not made a long YouTube video, long form YouTube video for a very, very long time. Kicks like a flashlight. Dude, click like... I hate it when trains be like, oh, we're much better at Twitch. Like, no, you just Twitch, but with bigger sub revenue. Like, that's what I said to him. That's all you are. Like, you're just Twitch, but you don't get any sponsorship. There's not like the same weaknesses on Twitch are the same weaknesses on Kick. Bit of a decent setup effort though. For that, yeah, you need some extra because they don't have the things that Twitch has. Like, obviously, I'm gonna say, you know, it's not super perfect or anything like that, but like, you know, it is basically the same weaknesses and strengths as Twitch. I think you would make more money on Twitch over Kick, dude. I have 8 subs. Like, I can say, yeah, I'll make a bit more money. But at the same time, I can't cast CS on there. You get what I mean? Like, you get the point where I'm trying to prove, like, being like, yeah, but I don't get things that I normally get. Oh, shit. Would you get 8 subs on Kick, though? That's the trick? Yeah, probably not. What are people who watch your casting letting you down big time? Dude, most of the people who watch my casting are betters. So, like, most of the money is tied up in gambling. And, like, I don't... even though I do ask for support and stuff like that, I don't think I really do. Like, I don't know. I don't know how, like... I don't know really the reason for it. Maybe I'm just not personable, so people would sub. But, you know, it's going to take over time kind of thing. I also do say that I do have a job in 6 figures and stuff like that, so I don't need money as per se, which doesn't help me, but, you know, I don't like lying to people. I don't like pretending to be poor. Especially when I'm not. But, like, also as well, it's a downside of the market as well, with, if you don't know, with Twitch streaming, because people don't have much disposable income. Just another thing to, you know, be aware of as well. That's actually a good totem. I think totem is you want fortified and finger is damage reduction, right? Yeah, you do. Crit chance and CDR though. Got another one here, but the CDR is weak, so we'll sell that. OnlyFans, dude. Oh shit. That had landslide on it anyway, so good. Dude, that life gen talent that's there is such a waste of a stat. Like, it's so bad. I don't even know why it exists. It's just so terrible. It's just like, yeah, vendor. Just vendor. Just get rid of it. It's not good. Okay, CDR, healing, and... Okay, no, that's not very good for DPS. This one's actually very good. Like, as a extract. Yeah, so get a good one hand. I think yeah, a good one hand. Get rid of the strength. What do I need? CDR on here? No. Yeah, we'll just salvage that and keep that to the bank. And then I'll extract the other one. I think Kyo Shadow, right? Yeah, yeah. My guy knows who I am. Better stay away from him. Time to collect the... Where's the gambling dude? Oh, he's inside here. Just trying to find him.
I thought the ale in Giacul was strong, but the stuff here?
Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is.
Take a chance, wanderer. A fair bit of that. It seems your prayers have been answered.
There we go. Sweet, we got a few others. Awesome. We actually got really good aspects though. We got the dire wolf aspect again. So if we do get another piece of gear, can get rid of it. Anyways, bedtime for me, dude. I'm about to not hit the hay, but like get my stuff packed and then hit the hay myself since I go to Melbourne tomorrow. Okay, don't need any of those. Awesome. Have a good one? Yeah, we'll have a good one. We'll have a good trip. Get a lot of YouTube shorts up. I'll be at the Melbourne Cup, so I'll be told that I'm an animal killer as well. I still remember the day that I got told I was what was wrong with the world by some rando on the internet. And he got caught like harassing women. Anyway. That's gonna be it, guys. Who have we got to raid? Currently, just playing D4. So a lot of you guys want to watch D4 people. There's not many D4 people, funnily enough. D4, 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 no D4, no D4, no D4. Lost Ark, Counter-Strike, still no D4. Code Carnage. Oh, I was gonna say, Code. They go like, you want to watch Code Carnage? If you want to watch D4, go watch Code Carnage. What? It's the most random thing there is. Let me just see these people with like 2K, 3K viewers. Is this person a, I'm looking at this person. Is this person an embedder? They are an embedder. They have 3K views and they seem embedded. Or they're on like different streams. $3K viewers and their chat is like uber fucking slow. Don't tell me people are having embedding sites for this game. I know Rob's a speedrunner, so yeah. I'm disappointed that people still in bed. Like, that's how they cheat views, it's just in bed. Like, I'm actually so disappointed in that. How's your ICC going anyway, Shadow? Before I go. Like, how's your ICC going? She's my homie, that other guy I rated the other night on? No, he ain't. Oh, thank you for the follow, by the way, guys. Really appreciate it. No, he ain't on either. It's actually gonna throw him a view. A raid. You know what? You guys can watch any other Diablo 4 streamer, okay? Should I throw you guys to a raid? I'm trying to figure out like who I can throw you guys to that I know and watch. A lot of my guys are just watching CS, like CS. Got to Lich King, only done 8 out of 12 heroic, that's good. Like I'm deciding like who I want to raid, but anyways, I think that's you know what, we'll raid a linker, okay? We'll raid a linker. She's really chilled. She plays CS:GO. She doesn't play any like Diablo or anything like that. Feels bad, I want to kill him so bad, dude. I've killed him once on 25. It is a pretty fun fight. I do enjoy it. We raid a link. I couldn't find a D4 streamer that I did want to raid, like when I was reading through it. But yeah, we raid a link. Okay, she'll get a big raid and she'll enjoy it as well. I believe she's playing Premiere, so it's gonna be quite fun to watch. Anyway, see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.